adoption of the report. So I would imagine, depending on the numbers of number of people in each delegation, some of the members, delegates are in the other conference where the adoption is going to take place. So I think in the interest of time, given that there are other things that needs to be done during the day, we'll start our deliberations, and then hopefully there will be others that will join us process. I think that should be okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. May I ask that perhaps you could move a little bit closer? There are a lot of empty spaces, and those that are sitting at the back end of the chairs, if they could just come into the inner ring and get closer so we can have a much more closer discussion, and then we can hear to each other much clearer. So if you could just move on this side, please. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Oliver Chinganya. I'm the Director of the African Center for Statistics within the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. And therefore, we are in charge of hosting this particular event that we have this morning. Let me start by just giving a very short remarks on how we are going to proceed this morning. So, distinguished guests, let me first of all welcome you to Addis, and in particular to our side event, which is focusing on the discussion on Sustainable Development Goals economic indicators. Your presence here demonstrates the importance you attach to the data needs for the SDGs and other statistics, as well as data to inform decision-making processes in various areas. As you know, the development agenda, transforming our world, the 2030 agenda for sustainable development, aims to pursue a balanced progress of humankind. The agenda proposes to combat the severe problems facing our world, invest in opportunities conducive to economic prosperity for all, making wise use of natural resources without jeopardizing future generations, and joining efforts to mutually support the empowerment of all human communities in their pursuit for happiness. And therefore, good data and statistics are critical in informing this agenda. To this end, the ECA mandate includes fostering intra-regional integration and promoting international cooperation in Africa. Fulfilling the mandate includes providing technical advisory services to member states on a variety of topics related to SDGs and as well as other statistical areas. ECA operates at the regional as well as the sub-regional levels, enhancing resources and aligning them with Africa's priorities. It places special emphasis on collecting reliable and timely data and statistics in order not only to base policy research and advocacy on objective evidence, but also for member states to make evidence-based decision-making. We all know that if you can't measure it, you cannot manage it. And therefore, we need data and statistics that speak to facts. ECA also promotes policy consensus, including providing meaningful capacity development and advisory services in key thematic areas. At the African Center for Statistics, as I mentioned in ECA, we aim to be a resource for member states to seek technical advice and assistance regarding statistical development. Our long-term objective is to serve as a regional service center for data on economic, social, demographic, geospatial, and environmental conditions in African countries. In turn, member states are expected to cooperate by supplying the relevant data in the same fashion, order, and magnitude as they do to other international agencies such as IMF, World Bank, and others. Let me restate and emphasize that ECA is your regional commission and was set up to serve your needs. In preparing for this event, we undertook a survey to examine the status of SDG Tier 1 economic indicators in terms of their availability and data sources. The survey reviews the availability of indicators by country, provides an overview on the gaps in coverage, identifies the related data sources for each of the 54 countries. And interestingly, our findings show that only a third of African countries report on at least 50% of all Tier 1 SDG economic indicators. Following the survey, an expert group meeting, which brought together statisticians from all our national statistical offices on the continent and representatives from regional and international agencies, was organized last year to discuss the findings of the review. The expert group meeting culminated in a technical report identifying challenges related to the data gaps and recommendations on how to overcome the challenges. It is for this reason that we have organized this event on SDGs economic indicators, preceding the Conference of Ministers of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, to discuss the outcome of the expert group meeting